Archangel Michael says, silence has broken, and now the light is flooding in. What was hidden in shadows, what was whispered behind closed doors, has now been brought fully into the open. Justice is no longer waiting, it is walking boldly toward you. A storm has passed through the hearts of those who wronged you, shaking their foundation until the truth could no longer stay buried. Their evil has been seen, their cruelty laid bare before those they once fooled. The masks they wore for years have cracked beyond repair. Everything they tried to hide about you, every twisted lie they spun, has been revealed as poison. People who once doubted you are now standing in disbelief, finally understanding what you endured. The weight that once rested solely on your shoulders is now shifting to those who deserve it. They are trembling now, not because of what's coming, but because it has already begun. The whispers have turned to cries, the secrets have turned into evidence, and the crowd that once looked away is watching every move they make. The tide has turned, and you're standing in the center of a divine shift. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You were patient, even when you were being mocked, rejected, and judged unfairly. You carried your pain like armor, never knowing when the truth would come out. But now, that patience is transforming into power. Justice doesn't always come loud, it often comes quietly, but undeniably. And it is arriving in waves now, echoing through the very places where you were once silenced. The hands that harmed you are now exposed, and those who defended them are shrinking in shame. Archangel Michael says, divine order has been activated. What was stolen will be returned in greater measure. What was denied to you will now be forced open by angelic intervention. Their cruel smiles have disappeared. Their allies are turning away. Their voices are no longer believed. The truth has finally found its voice, and it speaks your name with honor. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The cruel person who caused you pain thought their actions would never be seen. They believed the lies they crafted were enough to destroy you and protect themselves. But what they didn't expect was heaven watching. Even when no one else believed in you, the heavens were collecting every tear, every broken moment. And now, that pain has been transformed into undeniable justice. No lie survives forever, not when truth walks with angels. Their cruel actions were rooted in fear, fear of your strength, your light, your potential. That fear drove them to betray, deceive, and conspire. But now, that fear has turned inward, and it is eating them alive. The people who stood by them are now stepping away. One by one, they are losing their false power. The web they weaved has snapped under divine force. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You were not meant to carry this pain alone, and now you don't have to. The crowd that once ignored your cries is now echoing them louder than ever before. They are seeing, speaking, and standing up for you. Justice has hands and feet, and it's knocking on every door where your name was once dragged. They tried to erase your dignity, but now it is being restored, publicly and powerfully. Their downfall is no longer a secret. The evidence is too loud to deny. The proof is visible even to those who once chose to remain blind. A wave of divine correction has swept through everything. Archangel Michael says, the wickedness that hid behind smiles and fake kindness is now being judged. Their power was temporary, but your truth is eternal. The kingdom of light has stepped in. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Every sleepless night is being answered. Every cry in the dark has been heard. Every wound in your spirit is now receiving divine balm. They mocked your silence, thinking it was weakness. But it was strength disguised in humility, waiting for the right time. That time has come, and the silence is now roaring with truth. The people who stood back and did nothing are now feeling the weight of their silence. Even they are beginning to apologize, confess, and realign. What once felt hopeless is now unfolding with divine justice. There is fear in the eyes of the one who betrayed you. They never expected this day to come. But the day of reckoning has arrived, and it came faster than they imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You are not the same person who cried in the dark. You are the version of yourself that stood tall when the world tried to bend you. Your heart was not broken, it was remade stronger. This evil they practiced, this cruelty they operated in, was never hidden from heaven. And now, it is no longer hidden from earth. They are exposed, stripped, and being dealt with. You are not being lifted in secret anymore. The elevation is public. And it is beautiful revenge, not by your hand, but by divine force. People are starting to say your name with respect. They regret not believing you. And some of them are asking how you still remained kind in the midst of the cruelty. Type Amen to get blessing 222. This is not revenge, it's redemption. What they used to shame you is now becoming your shield. What they twisted to harm you is now the sword used to clear your path. They saw your humility and assumed it meant you were helpless. They didn't understand you were protected. They didn't realize your silence was only temporary. Now, they are being removed from circles they once controlled. Their names are falling where yours is rising. The heavens are shifting balance. Archangel Michael says, this is your divine payback. And it is not quiet, it is not subtle, it is thunderous. Your name is being cleared, your path is being widened, and your spirit is being elevated. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The person who tried to destroy your name will now be haunted by the very lies they told. Their days of comfort are over. They are being investigated spiritually and socially. Nothing they do now can undo what's been revealed. Their apologies, if they come, will be late and empty. Their audience has turned against them. The heavens will continue removing every false layer from their identity. They are being stripped, so you can be clothed in honor. You will no longer be the one who suffers. Everything you lost will be returned with divine interest. Everything they thought they took will be multiplied back to you. What was stolen will return with power and glory. Type Amen to get blessing 101. The whispers that once tried to destroy you have turned into chants of praise in your favor. The same people who judged you are now applauding your courage. You were never the villain, they were. Now, eyes are watching your rise with admiration. The energy has shifted. The world is recognizing you for who you truly are. The cruel ones are starting to distance themselves from the very lies they once spread. Their circle is collapsing. Their power has turned to dust. And you're standing in the glory of truth. You are being crowned with honor they tried to strip from you. This is justice, delivered not by man, but by the realm of the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 303. More is coming. More truth. More redemption. More glory. More blessings. More justice. The cruelty that was once used to punish you is now being used to elevate you. What was once unbearable is now unforgettable proof of your strength. Their punishment is spiritual and social. They are feeling it in their friendships, finances, and failures. And you will be untouched by their downfall. Archangel Michael says, stay grounded. The worst is over. The best is already arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You are a walking testimony. You are not broken, you are built from divine resistance. They broke laws of morality and tried to break your soul. But now they are falling apart in the spotlight. Everything is catching up to them. There is nowhere left to run. And you? You're stepping into new rooms. You are being offered new seats, new crowns, and new blessings. Your destiny is now on a collision course with miracles. The story has flipped. The chapter has changed. And you are the main character now. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Your enemies are silenced. Their accusations have turned against them. Their witnesses have walked away. Justice did not delay, it was simply preparing. And now it is here, dancing through your timeline. You are walking into freedom. Their power is melting. Their confidence has cracked. Their schemes are disintegrating. You have been validated. You are vindicated. You are victorious. Type Amen to get blessing 909. You no longer have to explain yourself. You no longer have to beg to be heard. The world has heard the truth on your behalf. And it is ringing louder than ever before. There is celebration in heaven, and a hush in the mouths of your enemies. Everything is turning in your favor. So walk boldly. Walk freely. Walk knowing that justice is not just promised, it is here. Let every moment from now remind you, light always wins. Truth always shines. Justice always rises. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Their faces will no longer appear confident. The same ones who whispered against you now sit in silence, burdened by shame. Their cruel enjoyment has been interrupted by divine exposure. What they laughed at in secret is now being shown in public. The ones who once said, "You were overreacting," are now admitting they were wrong. You're being remembered not for the pain, but for surviving with grace. They tried to end your story at the chapter of struggle. But the next chapters are filled with elevation, restoration, and recognition. The world is about to see the best version of you, rising untouched from the ashes they left you in. You are no longer the wounded one. You are the risen one. And there is no higher power than the truth that stood the test of betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Archangel Michael says, those who stood silent while you suffered are now desperate to make it right. Some will come forward with confessions. Some will try to repair what they helped break. But your job is not to go back, it is to go forward. Let the angels handle the rest. They know what to do. There are people who once entertained lies about you who are now crying out in your defense. They've seen what's been hidden. They can no longer deny the evil behind the cruelty. You are not seeking revenge. You are receiving recompense. Everything that was taken is returning with divine acceleration. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The person who caused this pain is now losing things they thought were secured. Friendships are fading. Opportunities are slipping. Their own words are rising to testify against them. The damage they did was calculated, but the healing you're receiving is divine. And it is louder than any lie ever spoken about you. It is rewriting the entire narrative. Now, your name is being handled with care by those who once carelessly tossed it around. They know they were wrong. And they know justice has arrived. Their energy is no longer destructive. It's desperate. Their plans are falling apart faster than they can fix them. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You are not just being delivered from the situation, you are being elevated because of it. The universe saw everything. Nothing was missed. Not the tears, not the silence, not the betrayal. Your light is brighter now. You're glowing with truth. You are radiating the strength of someone who survived what was designed to break them. There is no hiding place left for the cruel ones. They are being named. They are being watched. Their reputation is falling like dust. You will never have to explain yourself again. You were right all along. And now everyone knows it. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. They will never forget how they treated you. But even more than that, they will never forget how you rose. You didn't retaliate, you evolved. You didn't scream, you soared. The blessings you are about to receive are so powerful they will silence your enemies more than any words ever could. You don't need to prove anything anymore. Your success will speak louder than your past suffering. Even those who believed the lies at first are now choosing your side. They see the truth. And they are standing in it. Archangel Michael says, this is divine reversal. The pain they caused is now being flipped into your greatest platform. The same mouths that cursed you will now speak your praise. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. Your timeline is changing. The delay is over. The attack has been overturned. You've moved from victim to victor. From misjudged to celebrated. From broken to blessed. They never expected you to get back up. But you did, and with more power than ever. They thought they buried you, but they didn't know you were a seed. Now you rise with glory. Now you rise with strength. Now you rise with divine justice guiding every step. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. You're being invited into new rooms, rooms they tried to block you from. Your name is being mentioned in powerful spaces. The blessings are coming in, and they can't stop it. Everything they did to delay you is now pushing you further forward. What they intended as harm has become a divine weapon in your favor. Your destiny has realigned with heaven's timing. And while they scramble to hide from their consequences, you are stepping into clarity, peace, and fulfillment. Their karma is here. And your compensation is here, too. You didn't lose anything, they did. Because while you suffered, you remained pure. You remained true. You remained chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. People are whispering about you again, but this time it's admiration, not accusation. This time, the gossip carries your victory, not your trials. Your glow is undeniable. Even the people who once envied you now wish they'd stood beside you. But it's too late now. Your table is being set in divine presence. Everything about you is changing. Your peace is becoming louder than their chaos. Your joy is now protected by realms that no one can interfere with. Archangel Michael says, they may have tried to play God with your life, but now real justice is raining down. Not one of their actions is being ignored. Not one of your tears was wasted. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. The evil is no longer in the shadows, it's out in the open. And everyone sees it now. There is no covering it up again. They are being held accountable. The spiritual courtroom is in session. And the verdict is not in their favor. You were strong when no one stood beside you. Now, the universe stands beside you. And justice is being poured into every area of your life. You are protected now like never before. No weapon formed against you will even get close. The fire is gone, and the healing has begun. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. Now is the time to smile. Not because you're pretending, but because the storm has passed. You survived. And you're stronger than ever. Those who betrayed you will be haunted by their actions. Your peace will torment their guilt. Your progress will remind them of their wrongs. You are walking into a season of celebration. It is loud, it is bright, and it is unstoppable. There is no going back now, only up. The eyes that once looked at you with doubt now see divinity. The mouths that once lied about you now fall silent in your presence. The energy has completely shifted. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. The cruel have been caught. The evil has been shattered. The truth has triumphed. And you? You are free. You are fulfilled. You are favored. This isn't a temporary win, it's a permanent transformation. You will never be the same. You have ascended. The chains are gone. The past is powerless. The new you is glowing with justice that is loud, clear, and eternal. Type Amen to get blessing 0000. Their downfall has only just begun. Each lie they told is now unraveling in front of the very people they tried to deceive. What they thought was clever manipulation has become undeniable disgrace. The cruel things done to you behind closed doors are now the very things exposing them to the world. They underestimated how powerful the truth could become when guided by divine force. Their arrogance has turned into panic. They never imagined this day would come, the day when they would be called out, named, and confronted with no place to run. People are distancing themselves, unwilling to be dragged down with them. Their isolation has begun, and it's only getting louder. You, on the other hand, are being surrounded by protection, support, and unexpected favor. The blessings you're receiving are the very ones they tried to delay. Every loss you faced is being answered with unimaginable gain. Type Amen to get blessing 4544. There is a woman who was once part of this cruelty. She thought she could escape with clean hands. But she's now being mentioned by name in rooms she used to control. She pretended to care. She acted like she was helping. But all the while, she was feeding the fire with more lies. Now the truth is too heavy to hide. Her involvement is being exposed, and even those who protected her are stepping away. Her influence is collapsing like a house of cards. The cruelty she participated in will be the very thing that ruins her carefully crafted image. What she built through manipulation will not survive the storm of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. You may not have seen the justice immediately, but it was never delayed, it was being prepared. The divine doesn't rush. It makes sure everything is exposed at the right moment. And that moment is now. The timing could not be more perfect. Just when they thought they were safe, the truth struck like lightning. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are chosen for elevation at a time when their masks fall completely off. Archangel Michael says, the circle of protection around you is strong now. Your name is no longer associated with shame, it is associated with victory. You were tested deeply, and now you will be rewarded greatly. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. The ones who laughed while you cried are the ones crying in confusion now. They don't understand how fast things turned. But you do, because you know the hand that turned it. They watched you suffer with cold hearts. They assumed the pain would end you. But now they're watching you rise, and it burns them more than any punishment could. The crowd is clapping for your courage. Even strangers who hear your story are cheering for your comeback. Your light is undeniable now. They can't rewrite history. Your truth has been carved in stone. Their lies will never reach the volume of your redemption. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. This is your time. Not just to recover, but to reign. Not just to stand, but to soar. The evil they used against you is returning to them like a mirror they cannot smash. It follows them into every conversation, every room, every decision. They are not being forgotten, they are being remembered for their wickedness. And you? You're being remembered for your strength. For the way you didn't lose yourself in the fire. For how you kept walking through every attack. The divine record has changed in your favor. Your timeline has turned golden. Doors are opening that they never wanted you to find. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. There's one more thing they never expected. People are coming forward. People with receipts, screenshots, testimonies, and truth. People who once stayed quiet are no longer afraid. They thought they controlled every angle. But now, those very angles are becoming weapons of justice. The silence has broken. What was hidden is now the headline. What was covered is now being confessed. What they denied is now undeniable. Even those in power are watching them now. People with influence are distancing themselves. Their allies are evaporating. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. Their power was always borrowed, and now it's been repossessed. You were always real, and now the world sees that clearly. Everything they did to rise over you is now collapsing beneath them. And every attempt to destroy your spirit has now only strengthened your soul. You don't need to clap back. The angels are clapping for you. The heavens are roaring in your defense. Archangel Michael says, keep walking in silence while they panic in noise. Keep shining while they stumble in shadows. Justice doesn't need an audience, it delivers results. Type Amen to get blessing 4744. You will sleep peacefully tonight. No more nightmares of betrayal. No more anxiety over false rumors. What they meant to destroy you only made you divine. What they meant for harm has become a foundation under your feet. What they thought was the end was actually your beginning. You're rising, and you're not stopping. The cruel cannot reach where you're going. They are trapped in the truth they tried to hide. Let this season be your confirmation. You were always right. And now, everyone else knows it too. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The evil ones are spiraling. The weight of truth is crashing through their lives. And they have no power left to deny it. Let them sit in their shame. Let them replay every moment they mocked you. Let them try to fix what can't be undone. Because your story has shifted. The light has taken over. And nothing can stop what heaven has started. They tried to finish you with their words. But you're now finishing them with your presence. Your peace is louder than their rage. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. The circle of protection around you is stronger than ever before. The gates have closed behind you, you are free from their games. You don't even have to look back. They are stuck where they belong, in the consequences of their cruelty. Their time is over. Yours has just begun. Keep walking. Keep shining. Keep showing the world what real strength looks like. The crown that is being placed on your head now was always yours. You just had to pass through the fire to wear it with honor. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. This moment was written long ago. It was set aside for you. A moment where the truth wins. A moment where justice walks in, wearing your name on its chest. Let them talk. Let them spin. Let them scramble. Because you're being celebrated in silence and shouted about in power. The cruel and evil have lost. The chosen and faithful have won. You are the living proof that no weapon formed against you will prosper. You are the living proof that truth always breaks through darkness. You are divine, delivered, and rising. Type Amen to get blessing 1414.